and he sat there eating grass the whole time.
Your dad?
Yeah, my dad.
Like a cow?
I'm very sorry I ate the steaks for your father's funeral. Wears his pants backwards so the ass pockets cover up what his balls are doing.
Kids in a different country have to make his pants. They call him Papa Christmas.
If I go home tonight and crank lotion into the tip of my dick, it's not gonna burn.
Nope.
Fast, finger slim, and drama, that's the Dapper dads, right? A fuck dad, that's that shit I don't like.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know.
A bitch dad, that's that shit I don't like. A snitch dad, that's that shit I don't like.
Chicago,
a sneak dad, that's that shit I do like.
A sneak dad. I at first was like, I don't know what this is at all.
I said,
all
you
right.
have to give it a second. You'll figure out what it is.
I don't like giving it time. Speaking of giving it time, welcome to another hour and a half of your life wasted. Dapper Dads episode 69.
We are finally we've reached peak dadness, everyone. We're at the pinnacle of what we are able to achieve on this show. We will be ghosting everyone after this. Do not even think about hitting us up on our various social media platforms.
Turning the phone off.
We will not respond when you call the phone.
The house phone that we share has been disconnected.
When you call, it's just a voicemail that says, "Hi, you've reached the Dapper Dads. Go fuck yourself." And then it just turns but it's actually just me going
Yeah, for like a really long time. Live. Every time.
And then you hear me go,
I fucking hate doing this.
I hate to. Why do you make me do this, you horrible fuck? I swear I'll come up there. Don't make me climb up the slide, you piece of shit.
Yeah, do we not have stairs?
No, just slides everywhere.
That makes sense.
When we made the house, we were like, we were drunk. We were like, we could just slide down the stairs and not fall down the stairs. And then we just did slides everywhere.
And I have a crippling fear of slides, but I'm on the second floor, so I rarely get to leave. I have to jump out of my window because I'm less afraid of that.
You've left the house 3 times this year.
That would be nice.
Ugh, don't. A good fan of ours informed me that he has only left the house 8 times this year.
Let's bring him out.
Bring him out.
Bring him out. Go to www.thedapperdads.com and don't leave your house. Just sit on that website all day.
Just listen to shit.
Just refresh it.
Stream all 68 episodes leading up to this.
Yeah, load up all your Firefox tabs of all of our episodes on YouTube so we can get some views. Play them all at once and let us know how it sounds.
Be like that old man in Japan that plays Pokemon Go with the 11 phones, but just play Dapper Dad's episodes the entire time.
Yes, please. And everybody subscribe and leave reviews on iTunes because that actually will help us and nobody does it anymore.
And we are still doing a giveaway once we get to 100 5-star reviews on iTunes, exclusive merch, and it's not going to be like the merch that we're giving away right now.
And if you're hearing this on Friday, November 30th, it's your last day to get in your submission. We will count those ones, so get them in
up until midnight that day. So if you are late to the show and you just decide to pop one off at 11:55, we will accept it.
Yep. So win a one-of-a-kind t-shirt with Slims. It's just gorgeous gaping mouth hole on it. I wore it in Madison.
Best way to describe it.
Go listen to an episode where we probably talked about it. But you can win it. Any and every submission is qualifying for it.
We've got a couple so far. I would like to see what y'all are capable of doing.
Bag, and you don't want to miss out on this.
I know.
It is an XL, and that doesn't change. I want to emphasize that because people have asked me, can I have this shirt if I win it in a different size? And no absolutely not. It's here right now. It's in front of us.
If you watch the video, it's on the table right now.
It is a physical item that already exists, and I mean, I can't fucking sew.
We're not tailors. I mean, we could try and tailor it down for you, but I'm going to have to watch a YouTube tutorial first, so I cannot guarantee the quality.
I used to be able to sew pants and jackets. And
really?
Yeah. Because I always wanted my pants tighter as a child, and this was before it was cool. And so I learned to sew them tighter with dental floss because it doesn't break and it smells minty. Because as a sweaty 16-year-old,
that is a dad tip for you right there.
Yeah. You want to,
or a prison tip.
I sewed a hoodie a couple years ago, and I didn't use dental floss actually, but I thought about it, and it smells better because all of our fans smell like shit. I don't want to be the guy that I don't want to be the guy to point it out, but
I feel
sniff
like
your armpit right now, no matter where you are, right now.
Just
sniff
it.
Take a second.
I don't care if you're at work.
Sniff it right now.
I'm not doing too bad.
I can't smell, so I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why you did that.
I think I'm fine. People don't tell me that I smell bad, so
I can't say I've ever caught a whiff off of you and thought that it was bad. You got pretty good hygiene.
I try. It's debatable, but
deodorant every day is definitely a step in the right direction.
Yeah, I'm told anything. I smell like alcohol and cigarettes. But I don't know what anyone expects.
Yeah,
you're watching the video right now.
I mean, we're constantly
drinking and smoking
constantly
right
detoxing.
Now. Yeah, I'm
so it's always coming out of our pores.
Actually toxing.
Yeah. Well, I'm usually
Have you ever
toxing
been
while I'm
in
detoxing.
I've been in a car with people like the night after drinking heavily and had them just be like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's got to come out somewhere.
I think the whole squad has been in a car at some point where we've all drank heavily and then been in the car the next day. I've definitely,
especially that little one.
Oh God. Yeah, I definitely seem to recall an odor on the way back from Soundset Festival.
Yeah,
we
well,
definitely had a smell about us.
Yeah. I mean, you've smelled the hotel rooms.
Oh, the hotel rooms it is unfathomable at which the smells come out of those rooms. When we did Prof Outdoors, that smell beat the Soundset smell, and the Soundset smell I thought was unbeatable.
Well, the Prof Outdoors smell was a lot of garlic, which just changed
which
the game.
somehow makes BO worse, believe it or not.
Yeah, because sometimes BO is garlicky, so then you put a bunch of garlic on it, and boy, oh boy.
Sometimes
I like the Soundset Hotel because that was just pure men. You know what I mean?
Just,
there was
just
no
additives.
We didn't have any garlic that weekend.
No.
There's no piles of pizza boxes in a small room.
No women coming in with their fine perfumes and delicate panties, making it smell slightly more tolerable. That's how testosterone smells.
None of the women with us have delicate panties.
I guess I can't argue that.
Send your delicate panties to dapperdadspodcast at gmail.com. Take a photo of your favorite pair of panties.
If you'd like to mail them to me, go ahead and
don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it.
Please
if you would like to mail us your underwear, just don't.
Yeah, don't wait till we do a live show and throw them on the stage.
That's what I'm talking about. I want to get.
Slim will wear them.
I will put them on over my clothes. What I would like to see is have us do a live event someday, do a live recording with an audience, and have women throw their bras and brassieres up onto the stage. But I want to see
burn them.
I want to see the big scary bras, like the crazy big ones that house the crazy fucking milkers, you know. And then I want to just put, how you see the people, they see how many t-shirts they can put on at once. I want to do that with bras that we throw up on the stage. I would like to just put on as many bras as you. Yeah,
because no one shows up to the show, so we bring our own bras.
We just have a bra cannon that we have set. We're like, all right, fire it. It's like Pink Floyd with the big pig balloon. We just press a button with our foot and a cannon shoots bras at us, whips us in the face.
But it shoots
big old cheek scar.
Shoots it perfectly onto our bodies. It wraps around.
See, no, that's technology. Yeah, oh no, it's already getting wild. See, that's technology we should be investing in is a Dapper Dad's branded cannon that shoots your clothes onto your body for you. Not unlike the makeup gun that Homer Simpson made, but I'm thinking I want to go over to this cannon, but Evel Knievel style cannon. The only acceptable cannon to fire things out of. It's got to be Evel Knievel branded in conjunction with the Dapper Dad. So, what does Evel Knievel have a logo? Did he have a symbol or something?
Severed head. His head was severed in that final jump in 1983.
Is that really what happened?
Yeah, his head flew off.
So,
could you imagine catching that?
Okay.
Somebody already scooped the head out of this one.
What makes that visual even more beautiful is I've been watching all the Bears games the last couple of weeks, and every time they get a touchdown, they tend to run up and give the ball to somebody. Yeah. I'm picturing one of Evel Knievel's stage pit guys just thought his helmet flew off, and he runs and gets it and just tosses it up to somebody, and they're like, "Sweet
little kid."
It's like fucking Hereditary. It's just a goddamn
spoiler alert.
Okay, if you haven't seen Hereditary yet, you
probably weren't gonna see it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So if I tell you that, you're whatever. Just go watch the movie. There's a decapitation in it. It's fucking beautiful.
There's a couple of decapitations.
Now that you mention it, there are several decapitations. That seems to be that seems to be one of the central themes of that movie is decapitation.
Interesting. Call 4027 Dapper. That's 4027-327737. Tell us your favorite decapitation in real life or movies.
Yeah, just let us know about a decapitation.
Also, go to fucking www.patreon.com/dapperdads.
Yes.
We have a sweet $5 tier that has some spicy secrets. Slim said he's cooking up a story that will blow your socks off for December.
It gets very. I'm gonna get real graphic with it. Let's put it that, because here's what I've decided.
That's where, this is what I've decided. This is what we
needed
Patreon to be, is an outlet for how graphic you constantly are.
Because and if you know me in real life, I have a tendency to be a little bit over the top. Some would say. Could you agree with that?
Yeah, just a smidge.
Just a touch over the top. It's kind of like when you take a water glass and fill it right up to the point where it's that viscous, where there's a little bit, but it's not spilling over.
Like when you get shots all the time, they always do that to me. Where they're just the perfect bubble. Over. I'm like, great, I can't wait to walk this back across the crowded bar. It's like the 4 shots I have.
Now, see, I'm known to take a shot of Malort right at the bar, so I don't mind when they do that. But
but even when it's right at the bar, you still are like, you look like a grandpa.
So
you got to put your mouth over it and then throw it back.
So what's
like
worse? What's worse, ordering a shot, and we're talking Chicago price shot. So like $6 a shot pretty much. So what's worse, when you get the viscous, like almost overflowing shot, or like the definitely didn't pour enough into the shot?
I mean, it's worse to not have enough, but I feel like I just hate when it spills. So you always spill it, even when it's not full. And if I have to walk, I'm like spilling it. So yeah, I try to take it at the bar, but you have it so much where you're like, everyone's back over there, and you're like, I'll get a round of shots and I'll carry them over, and you also got 2 beers for yourself, and you're just like a monster.
See, I feel like when we open our own bar someday, we should offer like small service trays for people, you know, like if you're going back to a table.
I've gotten that some places, but still,
that's a nice service.
I'm shaky because I'm constantly afraid,
anxiety ridden and terrified of everything around you.
I was at a bar in Milwaukee recently, and at some point they played Shots, the song Shots, popularized by ELO, Electric Light Orchestra. Yeah, it was ELO. They played Shots by ELO, and
that's a mashup. I want to hear a mashup of "Don't Bring Me Down" and "Shots." Don't bring me down. Shots, bring me down.
Actually,
that's kind of a dad anthem now that I think about it.
But yeah, they played Shots, and all the female bartenders got on the bar and were pouring shots into people's mouths.
Beautiful.
And I was gonna do it, but then it was just unbranded. It was just a clear bottle of like weird liquor.
Just brown party liquor?
Well, it wasn't brown. It was
clear party liquor?
Yeah,
ooh,
and that's even
more. That's anything.
Yeah, you got vodka, tequila, fucking
corn liquor, ethanol.
Yeah,
people going blind at the bar. Just oh fuck! Shot! Don't bring me down.
How'd Jeff go blind? Fucking Shots mash up with ELO.
What I love is the singer from ELO is named Jeff. So how did the singer of ELO go blind? Oh, people were doing shots at the bar and spit in his eyeball because they didn't realize it was 100% grain alcohol.
Yeah, and then I heard it was Fireball, which I don't like Fireball.
I gotta be drunk to drink Fireball. I don't want to start with Fireball. I'll start with what's your shot of choice if you're going to Jameson.
But I don't even know last time I took a shot. Honestly.
I like a good Jaeger shot. I'm partially Jägermeister.
But I drank so much Jaeger when I was 15 that it's just one of those Jaeger and SoCo.
Oh
done.
Man,
packed them up when I was a kid.
My mom
got it out of the way.
My mom is a fan of SoCo and lime, and she tells me that.
Everyone's
and
mom is.
When she says it, it makes my mouth feel like it's gonna vomit a little bit.
Well, when I was a kid, like I moved my sister into her college dorm, and the payoff there was that she had SoCo, and she was like, every load you bring in, you could take a shot of SoCo.
That sounds just like a recipe for disaster.
I thought it was a great idea, and me and her boyfriend were helping, and then we realized if we just started grabbing like one thing, we could take way more shots.
Yeah.
So then we just got
that's what I'm saying. Bad idea.
Shit face. Yeah. Like just moving in, and it was like 6
carrying
p.m.
one
in the
book
winter,
at a time, like, one article of clothing at a time,
and it would be shit like that. Yeah, that and Jaeger. I used to go to local shows when I was like 15 with like what's the little, not like that bottle, but like the second one. You know what I mean? Like I always feel like like a pint. Is it a pint?
I think
it's always like bent, like you can put it in your pocket real nice.
Yeah,
like that,
like
big, thin.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, whatever the fuck. I don't know any of the measurements of liquor. But
I just know the measurement of when it goes in my belly.
Yeah, I'd be at shows, 15-year-old punk kid at shows with in the parking lot with the little hip hugger of Jaeger. So I've had enough Jaeger. You ever had a Jaeger barrel?
No. What is a Jaeger barrel?
I don't even know. I think it's Jaeger and root beer, to be honest.
That sounds pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie.
It was pretty horrible when I had it. It was one of those things where the girls come over with the shots at the bar, and they're like,
I wouldn't want it as a shot. I'd want it as like a mixed drink.
It was like a Jaeger bomb. You know, like how it has like the Jaeger and the liquid, and it's in those like specific cups. And I was like, I can't do Jaeger bombs anymore. She's like, it's a Jaeger barrel. And I'm like, well, what the fuck is that?
The difference? It's still got Jaeger.
She's like, give it a shot. And I was like, well, it is different. And I did it. And I was like, you bitch, you evil bitch.
I didn't even like root beer until I was an adult. When I was a child, I played on a t-ball team. And and
everybody hated you. All the parents were like, "That kid's too big."
They're like, "What's that 13-year-old doing on the field?" I'm like, "I'm 7."
Timmy doesn't have a chance.
There was one time I went to the game and my father came and watched, and he sat there eating grass the whole time.
Your dad?
Yeah, my dad.
Like a cow?
Okay, so like he did like crawl on his hands and knee. I don't know what you're picturing, but he like.
I don't think there's a proper way to
instead
eat grass.
So instead of like sitting in the bleachers like a normal man, he like laid out on the grass like all real comfortable like.
So yeah, he's in the grass.
And just sat there like pulling blades of grass and like chewing on them and stuff like that. And one of the kids was like, "Is your dad eating grass?" And what do? You can't. No, my dad's not eating gravy.
Dad over there, the cool.
No, that's my
guy.
dad. That's my dad. The kid says, and you're like,
are we brothers?
Oh my God, did we just become best friends? But every time after the game in the town I grew up in, there was a drive-in that had homemade root beer that they would make. And I was always a spoil sport that was like, I don't like root beer. It's gross.
What a fuck.
Yeah,
You're still that spoil sport.
Been a fuck since 91. I can't help it.
You love to poop on people's parties.
Name one other time I've done that.
You hated Mo Bamba.
For the longest time, yeah.
Which now is insane.
Yeah, because have you seen how I react when that song comes on?
How the world reacts.
Monday,
it's a cultural phenomenon. So you hated it for months.
I know, it's crazy. But what it took for me to finally enjoy Mo Bamba was complete and total relaxation because we were at the cabin.
And complete intoxication.
I was drunk as shit and the song just came on. And the only way I can describe it is something washed over me, it felt like. And I was suddenly like, this is the greatest fucking banger I've ever heard in my life.
That's how I felt with Future.
I was at Buster's on Monday with young Kurd, as I am prone to do these days. And I was going to leave, but then I ended up running into somebody that I knew. And she was like, come on, let me buy a beer and a shot. And I was like, well, when in Rome, you can't argue with that. And so we were sitting there drinking, just chit-chat. And I went to school with her, so we were talking about, the good old days and things like that. And then
good old days of school?
Yeah, not necessarily good old days. The old days, we'll call it. Talking about the old days.
I feel like I only talk about the old days.
Yeah. And so we're talking about the old days growing up in a small town and how shitty it was.
Was it like that fucking, what is the song I'm thinking of? I was born in a small town. John Cougar Mellencamp?
Yeah,
John
that
Cougar
sounds right.
Concentration Camp?
Ooh.
That's a band.
That's good. Is it? Oh, I was going to say that should be one of our punk albums that we do.
Yeah, it's a band. I don't know what happened to them.
Well,
I think they got sued.
Is the domain up for sale so we can buy it? Donate to the Patreon so we can buy John Cougar Concentration Camp from the patent office.
We finally funded our main costs, so all the excess money is going into buying fun domain names that we like and for no reason.
Absolutely
we're not
no
making
reason.
The website, we're just squatting.
Funzy Dip, that's the next one I want to buy. But so we're sitting there talking about the old days, and then one of her friends showed up, and it was odd because it was somebody that I knew from working with recently, and so it was like this weird, how do you know each other?
Yeah,
how do you
your
know
worlds
each other?
collide.
Yeah, and so we're all just sitting there having a good time. We stepped outside for a cigarette, and Buster's has the speakers outside as well, so you can hear what's going on, and we're out there just crouched down having a cigarette, and then I hear that 16-year-old bitch. And so I was like, I have to go inside because Kurd was still inside watching a football game. And he had thought I had left at this point. Yeah. And so he was really into the game, just sitting there watching it. And I ran. What part did I get him at? It was the first chorus. And so I ran up, I grabbed his shoulders and I'm like my Mo. And he was and turned around. And he's like, that was frightening. And so we went and we were shooting pool while Mo Bamba was playing. And the part came up, and so I was like, hold on, I was about to take a shot on the table, and I was
about to take a shit on the table.
I was about to take a shit on the green, and I was like, hold on, I gotta go do something. I ran with the pool cue into the other room, and I was like, fuck, shit, bitch, and then just went back and took the shot because
of course,
there's no way I can possibly hear that song in public now and not scream bitch every single time I hear it.
Yeah, it's insane. I'm looking forward to hearing it live more places, hopefully.
I would hopefully like to hear it live someday performed. That would be the goal.
No, that's clearly not going to happen.
Are we on the Fuck Sheck West train now?
I'm still very pissed. I couldn't even listen to that song for a little bit because I was just like, what the fuck?
It came on when I was driving to my mom's yesterday, so I was like, okay, I think I can
I listened to it twice yesterday.
Interesting that Mo Bamba set the tone for Thanksgiving for the both of us.
Well, I had a lot of beers, and I was just like, you know what, we need to go to the next function.
I also had I want to mention this yesterday because this is something that I've wanted for a very long time, and I've gotten my
you came out to your family,
of course, in an extravagant fashion. There was a song and dance number.
The top hat and the cane. I helped you pick it out.
The sparkly tights really worked out. My bulge was greatly accentuated.
Yeah,
stuffed a bunch of tube socks in there.
Of course,
that's the only way to do it.
Because you're obviously so nervous about the event.
Well, yeah,
I had very small.
I had nervous dick all day. I didn't know how I was going to handle it.
I've had nervous dick for 63 days.
I've had nervous dick for 7 years. Sorry, every woman I've tried to sleep with. Try is the key word.
I was gonna say.
Fuck, wouldn't you work? I'm in the bathroom just punching myself in the balls, which
is ultimately okay in there?
Yeah, it's fine. Just don't come in here, you stupid bitch. She thinks I'm talking to her. Yeah. She quietly grabs her clothes and leaves. Yeah. I come back. I come back out and I've got like a raging semi going, and I'm like, all right, let's rock and roll. All right.
I'll eat the food in her fridge.
Let's fucking go, boys, and just start eating all the fucking crackers and chips I can find.
I think you can eat meat in that scenario.
Yeah, that's when I give up my veganism. That's the one.
You're like, yeah, I'm vegan, but every once in a while when my penis won't get hard enough, and I'm at a lady's house and she leaves because it's so awkward. Yeah, I'll eat a steak.
It's a very specific situation.
It happens more than you would think.
Hot take.
I'm barely vegan at this point.
Hot take now, ladies. Don't invite me to your home to fuck me unless you got a bunch of New York strips in the fridge, because I'm gonna eat them raw. You're gonna fucking. She comes back. She's like, yeah,
It's probably been enough time.
She's like super nice. She's like, I thought you were having some trouble, so I went to the sex shop and grabbed some. Oh my god! And I'm just butt naked, crouched in front of the fridge, doing that squat that I do, that crazy squat. I'm just like, just blood dripping down my face, and
I've seen it a million times.
My eyes got to be glowing for some reason because I'm finally getting strength from eating a steak. I'm like, no, she comes in. Me and her dog are going back and forth.
Just like, I don't even have dogs.
Where did that dog come? I left your back door open. I'm just doing all kinds of shit in here. I turned all the photos in your frames upside down, and now me and this dog I met outside are fighting over a steak. Named him Chauncey. Seemed like a good route to go down for him. I also ate $37 worth of New York strips. Or hope you weren't saving those. My brother's graduated.
For my dad's funeral.
I was gonna say that.
You went brother's graduation.
Well, because I was like,
Dad's always got a dad.
I was like, Dad's funeral is too dark. But then again, in what situation is a woman desperate enough to fuck me unless there's been a death in the family, right?
That's what they say.
Cheers to that.
Making babies. So
hey,
death or a funeral, folks. I'm at wedding, death or a funeral.
Death or a funeral. Because sometimes you die.
You only get one shot. Die.
That Eminem song starts dun dun. If you had one shot.
If you had one death.
If you had one more cum left.
Yes, we were told that the 50 comes was reasonable.
That's good. I like knowing that it was reasonable.
Yeah, that was one person, so I mean,
that's fair.
You don't get all the no's.
But that's 100% accurate then if it's just one person. Can't argue with statistics. No, what happened yesterday that I was very happy about.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know where we were anymore.
Is my sister got day drunk with me, and it was she's not really a drinker, just because I had a bout, let's call it a bout of alcoholism for a while there.
We're all well aware of all the shame and degradation in your family.
Shame?
That was
how
when you
pronounce
had
it?
the shame.
I don't even remember what it felt like.
Yeah, you drank past it.
I drank. Yeah, you have to keep drinking until the shame gets chiseled away until you can get to that.
You gotta hit that rock bottom. You gotta hit what you think is rock bottom and then go lower.
Listen, buddy, I can go way lower than this. But no, so she's been dabbling in drinking a little bit. She avoided it for a long time just because there's alcoholism on both sides of my family, and she didn't want to get caught up in it and stuff like that.
You're American.
I'm a goddamn red-blooded, not beef-eating American. Except for when.
Yeah. It's a very specific scenario.
And then I talk in that weird voice that makes you laugh. I'm like, I'm very sorry. I ate all your steaks.
Well, yeah, could you imagine a naked man that
especially
to
me
be an
naked
animal?
with all the loose skin that I've lost from the weight loss and shit? I'm just like, I'm very sorry. I ate the steaks for your father's funeral.
Could you imagine that girl telling her friends about that?
They wouldn't believe it. They would not believe it.
Yeah,
that's such a crazy story.
You're not gonna believe it.
Yeah, and then as soon as I walk out, butt naked, blood dripping down my chin, I go, "No one's gonna believe you," and then I boop her nose and walk out.
That's of course what you gotta do.
And so, what she found out, one of the things she enjoys drinking is Olive Garden has this watermelon wine that they do.
I thought you were just gonna say like olive oil.
Just olive oil with
Olive Garden
grain alcohol in it.
Yeah.
And so what happened was, this was a couple of months ago, she went out and tried it, and she was like, yeah, I really, really like it. And so, me being the avid drinker that I am, I'm like, well, I'm going to help support my sister's newfound love here. Spent 20 minutes at Woodman's walking around looking for watermelon wine for this girl, because it's a well-known fact that if Woodman's doesn't have it, it doesn't exist. Yeah. So I'm looking for watermelon wine, because it is a thing. I mean, like, if hillbillies can make dandelion wine and they can make turlet wine in prison, then why don't they have watermelon wine?
I see my neighbors make wine when I was a kid.
Was it pretty?
No.
Of course it wasn't. Homemade wine is never pretty.
They just left it on the sidewalk on 6th Street in the sun.
Making fucking prison hooch out on
they
the
were
sidewalk.
Huge people.
Yeah?
Yeah, the guy was so big
Like
that
big or fat?
both.
Big and fat?
The guy was so big that he like couldn't do anything.
Good Lord. But he could make wine out on the sidewalk.
Well, yeah, I mean, you have a lot of free time if you can't do anything.
That's fair. Never thought about it like that. I can agree with that assessment. And so I ended up looking online because I was like, where the fuck is Olive Garden getting this shit? And what it is it's like a spritzer that you can make. It's white wine with watermelon syrup and like Sprite or like something, just some kind of fizzy like lemon lime soda. And so I sent her a pissed off text and I was like, you son of a bitch, you made me walk around Woodman's for this shit. And so I decided that, I've been flexing out a little bit with this new job and the money that's been coming in from it. So I was like, you know what? This is the first Thanksgiving that I'm able to spend with my family. I'm going to go ahead and flex out. So I made a bunch of food the night before to bring down some appetizers and some sides and stuff. And I bought grenadine syrup because I could not find watermelon, some white wine, and some of that Welch's sparkling grape juice. I know I'm never gonna get it right. Just accept it. Just
imagine
accept
how
it.
much we could have a case. It would be like the balls. But
I guarantee that they wouldn't send us a case.
I'm gonna still get in touch with them.
You should still get in touch with them, but don't tell them about me.
I'm gonna have to.
That's a shame.
It's always better to
be upfront about everything. Just give them the whole damn truth.
Yeah, my co-host can't speak. He's partially retarded.
Yeah, that's the only way to put it.
You can't use the word, but in an email to explain this, I think
to a corporation
Welch's will understand.
Welch's will understand.
Yes, see, I'm trying to teach him. If he was able to drink a bottle every episode and read it, then maybe he could get his head out of his fucking hands for once.
I think you should send that exact email verbatim.
Well, you know what? The worst case scenario, they don't reply like
what's the worst
else.
thing they can say is no?
Yeah, they don't even say no. Just no one replies anymore.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
And so I brought all this down to the house, and I started drinking beers right away because the Bears played at 11:30 in the morning, and I'll be damned if I'm going to watch a football game without an ice cold beer in my hand.
I watched it and had 6 beers.
That's the way to do it. And so my sister was cooking, and I was like, hey, I brought all this stuff to make some drinks for you. You want me to make us up some of these drinks? And she was like, hell yeah, absolutely. She drank 3 in an hour.
There you go.
And she got very white girl wasted off of these things to the point where we were in the kitchen. That was a juicy one.
Yeah, that just didn't end.
That's
the beep on the voicemail. It's just the longest burp.
It's got to be one of those crazy curd burps where he's like, and he just pushes it out like a tuba.
See him.
Yeah, you know he's coming because you hear the.
Yeah, it's like Jason Voorhees, but with burps. Yeah. You're like, oh god, we're gonna die. We're gonna fucking die.
You guys need to leave. You're all gonna fucking die.
Shout out Luke.
Yeah, shout out.
Still listen.
Yeah, shout out.
We heard about your screaming of you're gonna die.
Yeah, we heard about
and I love it.
What would you call that? Girlish or Omen of Doom?
I think Omen of Doom. I like to think it was like, you're gonna die.
Like just wide eye, just throwing his throat out.
I mean, it really doesn't matter what tone you say that in. If you scream that at someone, they're gonna be concerned. You know what I mean? You're gonna fucking die.
Less threatening, but still carries the same heaviness.
It can get scarier the higher it gets.
Definitely scarier.
What?
Yeah. But no, so she drank 3 of them, and we were in the kitchen, and she was like, go get the fucking salt already. What the fuck? And I was like,
hell yeah.
I was like, excuse you. I was like, you're very drunk. I'm not fucking drunk. You're drunk. You've been drinking beers all day. I'm like, I've been drinking beers all day, but I'm a professional. I came for a meal, a succulent Thanksgiving meal. And so it finally got to the point where we started having guests come over. And the first people that came in the door were my mom's co-boss at work, like she calls him her work husband, and his wife came over.
Tension.
Yeah. A lot of tension.
Yeah.
But
sexual tension.
Very sexual. It was very tension. Watching her stuff that turkey. I was like, Ma, knock that off. I was like, quit looking him in the face while you do it.
I gotta show up that bitch he brought.
And so she was like, welcome to our home, and like was giving him hugs and shit like that. And I was just like, Jesus goddamn Christ, this is embarrassing, as I threw back PBRs. And then my cousin showed up with his wife, who he has never introduced to the family before, but I have known longer than my cousin has known her. Interestingly enough. She used to be at a lot of shows where I used to do stand-up back in the day. I pulled her in for the hug, and I was like, don't you fucking say a word to anybody, you understand me?
So I pull everyone in for hugs.
That's how that's the first thing I say when I hook up with the Tinder girls. I'm like, you got any steaks in your fridge? Don't you fucking tell anybody anything. You understand me?
All right, I don't think that's good.
And she was like, it's so nice to meet you. I've never met you before, but you're so pretty. You're my new best friend. And I was like, someone needs to cut her off as I'm making her another one. Because
that's what you got to sometimes make up your mind when people get dangerously drunk and you're irritated. You're like, you cut them off and hope they're done, or you can just pour them until they black out and go away.
Well, that's the option I ended up going with, because I was like, you know what? Fuck it. It's Thanksgiving. I'm not going anywhere. It's only 4 PM. We might as well just keep this drunk train rolling.
That is the worst thing about Thanksgiving.
Is you start drinking early in the day.
And it's 2:30.
Yeah.
Like, what in the fuck
and you're
do
like,
I do?
Jesus, as you're popping another one.
Like, I can't wait to get to the next place so I can keep drinking these beers.
Well, I just had one place to go all day, so my ass was planted there for
6 places to go.
Oh my God, that's nightmarish.
Oh, that would be insane.
I was gonna say, I was just about to throw up for you from the anxiety of having to deal with.
I had to go
that.
to 6 different rooms in my own house and get day drunk. It was fucking insane.
That sounds like a fucking
workout.
workout.
Make it into the last one.
That's a Dapper Dad's workout right there. Go to every room in your house and get drunk in each single one of them.
Drink
see
a
how
beer
long
in
it
each
takes.
room in your house,
and then just keep doing the rotation till you get day drunk and pass out.
Yeah, and see what room you wake up in.
Okay, new Dapper Dad's challenge for everybody out there. Start doing this. Send us videos. If you have us on Snapchat, you can add us on Snapchat. We have all the info. If not, you can send videos to the website. You can text it to us. But do a beer in every room of your house, or shots, or a mixed drink, whatever you do, and just see how many drinks it takes you to get drunk and pass out going around to every room in your house. Now, this can be discredited if you're in an apartment or like a studio apartment, because you can pretty much only go to the bathroom in the other room.
Go to other people's apartments.
Go to other people's house. Go to every apartment in your complex.
You just gotta chug a beer.
This is for a viral contest. I'm sure you'll understand. Dapper Dad's podcast. Every new episode's every Friday.
Be sure to promote, of course.
Yeah, be sure to be a walking, talking whore for us if you're going to go into other people's homes and drink.
When you get that eviction letter.
Well, and then my mom's coworker that came over brought mead. Have you ever had mead before? Yeah. I had never sampled mead before in my entire life, but it's always something that I've wanted to try, you know?
Yeah.
If you're unfamiliar with what mead is basically a Viking drink. It's the oldest fermented alcohol in the world, I found out. And it's basically just honey, yeast, and water. And so my sister was already pretty tipsy.
That's what my neighbors made.
Oh, so they were trying to make homemade mead in like a basketball outside?
They just made a basketball.
I don't know what they're making.
It was in a glass pitcher. There was just like an orange in there, maybe toothpaste. Helps the fermentation process.
I guess.
Prison. That's prison.
That is prison.
It's prison.
But so they brought a bottle of mead over, and we were sampling it, and this guy's wife was instructing us on how to drink it, because it is not a chugger. Contrary to what you believe, and
it just depends how hard you're willing to go.
It's very true, because my mom had these very nice little crystal glasses that we drank it out of, and we're sitting there drinking it, and my sister sniffs it and goes, this smells like nail polish remover. And then she took a big sip and she's like, but it tastes like heaven. I love mead. And then she just shot the whole glass back, and I was like, good Lord, because I shot a glass back and it felt like I was doing a shot of Malort. Like it's we looked into it. It's like 48 proof or something like that. It's very high. Where are you gonna spit it? Where are you go? Oh, is that an empty? I hope people listening heard the squelch from the distance in your microphone.
I might have strep throat.
Yeah, you.
What's my tongue look like?
Go ahead and give me a little. About the same as before, but my brain wants to say it's spreading.
Probably.
I mean, I'm sure the cigarettes and beer don't help.
Yeah, probably not.
Or the cigarettes and beer are the only thing keeping you alive.
I woke up and felt better today, and I had many cigarette and beer yesterday.
So some would say it's exactly what the doctor ordered.
And it's a 4-day weekend, so 3 of those days are going to be cigarettes and beer.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
Yeah, I mean, you got to take it easy on the Lord's Day. You know, take a rest.
Yeah,
it is the day of rest.
Jesus Christ.
For Jesus
people
Christ
are like, Jesus
himself.
Christ, stop drinking and smoking cigarettes. And I'm like...
And he was like, you spend 3 days on a cross and tell me what I can and can't do. And he eats a steak out of your fridge.
What we should talk about is the event we did last weekend, which is Whirlyball.
Oh, hell yeah! Because there was
yeah, there's
some things.
There's stories that won't translate correctly. You know what I mean? It's one of those things you have to
live through it.
But if you're in the area, you might have heard of it. It originated in like Chicago. But Whirlyball is the best way to describe it, which there isn't a good way. You got to see it to believe it. It was on our Instagram story, so you might have seen. You're basically in bumper cars with like a lacrosse, like what is that called? Like scoop. whatever. I don't know what the technical term
I think
is.
they called it yai in school sometimes,
I'm
but
just gonna
yai
say
has
scoop.
we'll just call it a scoop.
Just a little hand scoop.
Call it a poopity scoop.
Spoopity scoop. And then you
Scoop.
try to scoop up a wiffle ball and throw it at a backboard that has a hoop in the middle.
I wouldn't call it a hoop as much as I would
Well,
like a
it's just
small
net,
piece of
small
net. Yeah.
circle netting.
So the backboard is 1 point, the net is 6 points.
Yeah, which it was confusing, but
Because
either way,
those refs were fucking Jesus.
so it's 5-on-5, team of 10, 10 people overall, 2 teams of 5, and you basically just drive back and forth. The craziest thing is that the car is like controlled like no other thing in the world.
No, so
it's just a twisty.
There's like
There's a doohickey,
a crank. Let's call it like a crankshaft.
I'll say a doohickey.
We'll call it a doohickey. But the way the doohickey works is left is right and right is left.
Yeah, everything's reverse, and
And
backing up is just
Backing up, there's no way to do it.
Just,
You have to like spin it to a certain degree where the
Yeah,
car stops running, and
yeah,
then it throws it in reverse. It was wild. One of the things I
look up a video if you're curious, because it's so hard to explain.
it was a ton of fun. I just want to
is
throw
a
this
blast,
off right off the
yeah.
bat. It was the most fun I'd had. Like I can't remember the last time I did a group activity like that where I had that much fun.
Yeah, it gets very fucking intense.
Very competitive
and
is what it turns
how
into.
sore were you afterwards?
Okay, here's what I want to point out, because you saw the picture I sent the dad chat, right?
Yeah.
So here's what happened to me. Being a man who is 60 feet tall, there's some disadvantages that come to that. And among those advantages are things that normally work for people of a normal stature do not work for me. So what I was picturing when we said bumper cars, for some reason I pictured them to have like a cage or something over it, like a hood or something to stop from, balls flying at your face.
Yeah.
But
First time I played, I caught a ball, a no-look pass, no-look pass right behind him. I was literally behind him, wiffle ball, straight to the nose.
Yeah, and it's
eyes
like,
tear up just because it's natural and people think you're crying.
You're not
I
crying.
hate that
yeah,
so
because
much.
people think
I'm
you're
not
a bitch.
crying. I got hit in my sensitive nose.
My sinuses are doing
and it's a
this.
wiffle ball, so you're like, that can't hurt that bad.
But when you're whipping
you
it
can
like
fling
that,
those things.
Yeah, those things. I wish that the next time we play, we could play in like a larger area.
Yeah,
because
need a higher.
That's what I'm
ceiling.
saying, higher.
Yeah.
Because there was times where my long ass arms were whipping it and it would hit the
you
ceiling.
you gotta like flick it. It's very.
There's an art to
get.
it. You gotta finesse it.
Yeah, that's why like the first couple games are interesting and low scoring, and then people figure it out. It takes time to like get your bearings with that.
Yeah,
because you don't do that.
No,
you don't do any
not
of
at all.
those
No.
things.
And so what happened to me was the only seat belt that is available, because there was also part of me that thought like seatbelt chest strap, because that just seems
I think
to
that
make,
should be the case.
that seems to make more logistic
That
sense.
seatbelt fucked my stomach up.
The
really bad.
seatbelt fucked my hip up. So what happened was, with the cars, there's no brakes. We just want to throw that out. It is just pure gas the whole time.
And you are sometimes specifically running full force into other people.
Yeah, there was so many times where I rammed you and you were like, "Don't," and I just came up and did it anyway.
Well, yeah, because everybody would do it. I loved Kurt's face because you just come in,
saw that black eye with the blood.
And he just like kind of looks at you like, it's gonna happen. We slam into each other.
Me and Kurt had a lovely thing going where we would like drive around each other and high five with our little scoops. That was beautiful. We got beautiful sportsmanship when it comes down to it. But what happened to me was, I'm in this cart, my knees are up because it's a very small cart.
Yeah,
and
it's small for me.
And the way that the buckle was, where it was tight enough on me, it was right here on my hip. And so, and Matt the God pointed this out afterwards, that whenever I would get rammed, the inertia from my large body would make the whole cart tip to the side, which I didn't even realize was happening because I'm, so in the moment with everything. And about, I want to say maybe 45 minutes into the game, my leg just started to hurt very badly. And I'm talking like the muscle going down my thigh here, and even like the front of my leg going down. And there's part of me that was like, I'll be fine when I get up and walk around, stretch it out a little bit. It's probably just because I'm cramped in this car. And so we get out and we get to the end of the game. We can get back into the game. But what happened was we got out and I'm sitting there and I'm still just kind of like rocking back and forth on it. And I'm like, this just doesn't feel right. But I was like, I don't want to be the guy going in the bathroom and like have his pants down in the mirror, checking himself out, Yeah. So I was like, this can wait till
You're always that guy.
I know, but I respect the sport of Whirlyball. I wanted to give, my best sportsmanship foot forward and wanted to, not be a motherfucker about it for once. And, so the whole car ride home, I'm sitting there, my hip and my leg, I'm just like, what the fuck is this? I get home, I get naked in the mirror and I look, and there is a bruise that I'm going to say like this big, like the size of a Granny Smith apple running along my waistline. And I am like, holy shit.
I had a bruise like right here. I had a lighter in my pocket, and I was driving with my left hand on that thing, and I kept hitting the lighter, and I kept shifting. You know how you like shift the lighter?
Yeah,
like,
I had my phone in my pocket, and I feel like that didn't help.
Also, how was your hand afterwards? Because I'm just like death grip on that thing.
Yeah, no, it was
and then, like,
sore.
I hate when you do the thumbs, and you're like, you hurt a part of your body where you're like, I didn't even, and then you realize how much you use that part of your body. Like, that's how I drive. And then I was like, God damn it. And like everything I do,
I mean, my right foot, it's what I accelerate the gas on my car with. I walk with my leg, everything. And it was so bad. The next day, Sunday, I literally just laid around the house all day. And then I was like, this is my plan. I'm just going to relax. It's Sunday. Play some video games, lounge around the house, take it easy, you know? And then Ham texts me. And he's like, hey, do you have this that's mine down at the house? And I was like, yeah, I do. He's like, can you bring it down here? And I was like,
I'll throw it.
I'll throw it from the yard. I'll need you to come pick it up. But no, I walked down there, and just the walk down to his, and you know how close he lives to me.
Yeah.
The walk to his house was excruciatingly painful. And then the next day, I'm still in training at the new job, and I had to go to the downtown branch. And while I was there, I had to stand for 8 hours while I shadowed somebody. And I was pacing back and forth like a tiger in a cage, because it's like I would stand there for too long and my leg would just start to like cramp. And it wasn't even a cramp, but it's like, you know, that soreness you get when you just do a lot.
Have you heard about my knees this year?
Yeah. So I'm picturing it's very similar to what you went through with your knees. Because like I was just pacing back and forth, and the guy was shadowing just kind of looked at me at one point, and I said, let me show you something. I showed him the picture of the bruise, and I was like, I was like, oh, don't look at those, look at this. And then it was more dick with more balls, and I was like, oh, look at that. And also look at this,
balls.
Just super zoom in on the ball.
Yeah, that one was for something else. I was
is this normal? Does this look normal to you? It does. Good. Oh, yours looks like that. I didn't want to know that. We're talking about me right now. You're selfish. And so
I just started this job. I didn't know what everyone's balls look like.
I need to know what your balls look like so I can put you in a category as my coworkers.
And little balls, medium, big balls. Then there's Frank in HR. Scary big
Frank
balls.
in HR. Have you seen the custom pants he has to wear?
Gotta drain those things, man.
Gets his Dockers with a fucking pouch in the front. Wears his pants backwards so the ass pockets cover up what his balls are doing.
Kids in a different country have to make his pants. They call him Papa Christmas.
I don't know why I love that so much, but I'm just picturing these poor impoverished children for like 13 cents a day.
It's a Simpsons reference that's wrong.
Yeah.
Because it's Chief Wiggum. They're like, it's a later season, and they're like, the kids in a different country have to make my pants. I don't think it's Papa Christmas, but it's all I had.
It's something.
So, Papa Christmas.
But no, and so I showed him the bruise on my hip, and I was like, Jesus. And so I was like, yeah, so if you catch me leaning on some stuff and just hanging out, like it was one of those things where I would...
Just Michael Jackson leaning.
Well, it's one of those things where I would go to sit down on the shitter, and like my leg would spasm, you know?
I was getting my ass was sore from the car, sitting on the shitter.
Yeah, I got that too. My tailbone was pretty sore, and like the back hip area here.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's crazy that they don't make you sign a release or anything.
Which was insane, because that is such a almost violent sport.
And it's one of those things that you go into and you're like, this won't hurt me. And then you're like very sore.
Yeah, no, I definitely got banged up a little bit playing Whirlyball. So if you are going to play, just be aware that you will probably get beat up a little bit. I wouldn't even call it like injured. I wasn't injured necessarily, but it was just roughed up a little bit. Yeah.
It's sore. But yeah, the game's great. It's too hard to explain. It was a lot of fun.
We did play for about 2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours. They're 10-minute rounds, and it was just go, go, go. But yeah, like watch a video. Definitely, if you have the opportunity to go do it, fucking do it. It is one of the most fun like activities I've done, and I'm not much for group activities.
I would gander to say that maybe once we get a little bit more successful, maybe get a little bit more Patreon money coming in, we could sponsor a Dapper Dad's night at Whirlyball.
Yes, definitely. But yeah, well, I have a sour taste in my mouth about Whirlyball. The sport itself is great. The referees are iffy, but everything started to culminate when I took a timeout so someone else could play, and I'm standing out there drinking my beer watching, and I was trying to take a picture or video of you and everyone going at it, and a man just appeared out of nowhere behind my shoulder and was like, hey, if you want to take...
His exact position remains unknown to this day.
Yeah, well, I have some theories, and
Jana waiter?
Well, he said that wasn't his job, the waiter portion, but I assumed he was a janitor. Pretty old man. He
rocking the tight little ponytail in the back.
He came out of nowhere, and he goes, you want to get some good photos? Go upstairs to the left, and you could take a photo from above. And
Did he say it real breathy like that?
Yeah, he like snuck up like he was trying to
that's
whisper
so menacing.
to me. Yeah, and I was like, I'm not going to go anywhere. You tell me to go ever.
It's one of those things where it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and there is an area you can go up with the ref and like announce and like take pictures and stuff. People had been up there, but the way he presented it made it sound like I was going to go to a different location.
He made it sound like you're going to like a weird secret
like go to the
room.
left and you're supposed to go to the right, and then he's in there butt naked with his dick tucked,
squeezing his fucking dick
from the back.
He's doing a Buffalo Bill dance in the mirror.
But he's like pulling it out of the back. It looks weird.
Is he erect?
He's like in between,
like rocking a real not stiff, but like a real chub.
Yeah, it's like
he's not gummy worming it, but he's definitely. It's not like
something's happening.
It's not at full glory. Is the point we're trying to make?
I'd hope not. Yeah, but maybe he's old, so maybe it's the most glory he gets.
Maybe getting off the Whirlyball is the only thing he's got left. Wife left him, took the kids and his records and the dog, and all he's got left is cranking it to Whirlyball.
I mean, that's not a bad gig. But then everything ended. What time did you placed a food order?
So what I did was it actually worked out really, really well because there was 12 of us that showed up. So the rotations were to the point where everybody pretty much got to play and one person just kind of sat out every round or so. I left our window was 7 to 9. I went out and placed a food order at about 8:30 because I sat out for a round and I figured this is going to be perfect. I can order some food. It's going to be at the table as soon as I get back. So I can just get out of here, stuff my face, because I was very, very hungry.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I had actually eaten that day since like 9 or 10 in the morning. Because I was doing some running around, had to get some birthday presents for everybody, and then just with everything, I just didn't really have a chance to eat.
Yeah.
And so I was like, this is going to be perfect. I'm going to have a hot meal waiting for me as soon as I get out. So at 8:30, I placed my order for the meal. And what you had to do is there wasn't like table service necessarily. You had to go up to the bar, and you had to order from the bartender. And then he took your order and he gave you a number to go put on your table so that they could find your food and bring it out to your table. We stopped playing at 9 o'clock, and I was kind of keeping an eye while I was playing that last half hour, just kind of seeing if something was out on the table or not. Because Cosmic Mom also ordered some food, probably I want to say maybe 5-10 minutes after I did.
Yeah.
Because she was unfamiliar about the process, so I was like, I'll go figure this out, And so I told her how to do it. She went and ordered food right after me, and I came out and our food was still not there.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know what? It is a busy night. It's a Saturday. Maybe they're just running a little behind. Shit takes time, And so other people went up and ordered food. There was a margarita pizza that was ordered that when it came out was absolutely not a margarita. It was just
tomato.
It was just a cheese pizza with big slices of tomatoes underneath it.
Yeah.
And then somebody ordered like a flatbread and stuff like that. The gist of it is we were sitting there drinking beers until about 9:30.
Yeah.
I want to say. So I was waiting for at least an hour for my food.
Yeah.
And then odd Whirlyball, not janitor, not waiter man, came up to us because he kept bringing food by and putting it into a lot of food, and he was putting it in another room. And so the first thought I had was this guy's brought my food into this other room because he can't read what numbers are. And you can't expect everybody to be able to read. I know it's 2018, but assuming literacy is something that everyone is gifted with is not always the right path to go down. So I assume, maybe this guy's brought my food into another room and it's just sitting there getting cold. And so
my favorite thing is he finally walks up,
and he
goes, we've been cracking jokes about him, and he goes, anybody order food over here?
And we're like, yeah, we did. There's 2 of us that ordered food and then other people that ordered food. And what fucking sucked about it is for my food, I think I paid like $18-19 for it because I also went up and got a beer with it. $6 fucking beers.
Yeah.
Just so if y'all are gonna go play Whirlyball, just be prepared.
Not $6. They were all weird amounts of money. I was drinking Budweiser's $4.45.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was just $6 even.
Oh, see, I know someone that got a $6 beer and it was like $6.19.
Weird.
Yeah.
Maybe the taxes are different out in Lombard.
I can't imagine that much. But yeah, so I was like, well, now you get 55 cents instead of $1 because you made weird fucking price choices.
You had to make weird numbers up, and this is what you get.
Yeah.
And so I just ordered like a veggie burger and like some onion straws, but it wasn't like a complicated order.
No.
And so he pushes out like a cafeteria tray. It looked like the kind they would have,
rickety.
like the kind they would have at school back in the day, where they would just push out like the big things of tater tots in to bring them to the kitchen and shit. Brings out the food. My onion straws I'd ordered were ice cold, like they were not hot at all. The burger and fries were still hot, which I presume means that they had come out very recently, which means it took them. I'm no mathematician here, but 45 to 50 minutes to cook my fucking burger and fries. But then the other food that came out was hot. Like they got their pizza right away and the flatbread right away. Cosmic Mom had ordered some mac and cheese, I think, that was just garbage. It was like cold. And Matt the God is, if you're just hopping in, Matt the God is a, let's say, professional connoisseur of returning things and making it known he's dissatisfied with the service.
He handled himself very well.
He handled himself with a grace and etiquette that I have never seen him handle that type of situation before. But then he informed me on the car ride home is because it was in front of people he didn't know.
Oh yeah,
so he didn't want to be.
He also told me that.
Yeah, he didn't want to act a huge ass in front of a bunch of strangers, which is respectable. You know, at least he's got his bearings about him in a social situation.
So the food was all a nightmare, and then the man just kept coming around and like trying to be like jolly with people, not taking the tone of the room that everyone was irritated.
Yeah.
And then he is like, why is the music not playing back here? And so he's like turning on lights and finally turns the music on. I had noticed it was a TouchTunes jukebox, and I was hoping that was the music we were hearing. So I popped a couple credits in and immediately went to Mobama, which Kurt's face when that happened, just the doo-doo-doo, he like just jumped and was, because it was, the guy had turned it up way too loud
too loud.
And so I was like, perfect. So I played that, Magnolia, a few other, choice cuts, groupies. There was some good things. I played, and then at the end was Finito. They had Finito, and then Heat by Brockhampton. But then we went out to smoke a cigarette, and you guys were taking off, and I had forgotten how many songs I'd played. So I walked back in, and it's just, I'm a gorilla in a fucking coop, and it's so loud, and I was just like, oh shit, I forgot I played this, and it's the DJ version, so it's like DJ Heat Maker exclusive, bitch, and I was like, oh my god, and I'm looking like where we were was more isolated. And everyone over there was like fine with the music, but I'm looking at all these white fucking old people by the bar, and everyone was just like, what is the music? And the best part is I go up to get a glass.
Heat is a choice cut to play for old white people.
Well, this was still Finito. I go up to get a glass of water, and I'm walking up, and the janitor man meets my gaze at the end of the long, walkway towards the bar, and he starts playing, and he does like this like weird shimmy.
Yeah, can you give me an example of what he did?
He had put glasses on.
Sunglasses?
No, just regular
bifocals?
Yeah, at some point.
Weird.
To see better.
Yeah, I guess so he could see the fucking food he was supposed to deliver.
So far away from each other, and he just like looks at me and he kind of like does this thing. And like does this weird fucking dance, so I stopped making eye contact with him because I was like,
what if like he fucking loves Brockhampton, like that's his shit, and like he heard Heat and he was like, it's about time someone played some good fucking music up in this bitch.
I don't know what it was, but I was very
I'd kill to see that guy at a
very
Brockhampton.
Done with
what are you gonna do next time Brockhampton comes to Chicago? We're kind of like, you know what, we missed him last round. Let's go ahead and see him again. Let's see how the show is.
$120 to see him now.
Oh, it's bullshit.
Because they're great.
Joba's not even that fucking good.
Nothing's that good anymore.
And so we're in the crowd, a bunch of fucking young kids. We look behind us, old janitor man with his glasses on. And he's just screaming, play Heat!
Just ripping it.
Just every song that has an Amir verse, he's like, play Heat!
He's just saying it.
Play Stains!
Well, then the best thing is I go up to the bar for water.
A water.
And
the simplest of requests one
I'm standing behind a group of drunk women, like just poorly ordered.
Drunk groupies, some might say.
And then two girls who were friends with them cut me in line to get on their drink order. And the guys, of course, paying a lot of attention to the drunk girls.
Because who would?
And then I finally get up there and he's like, what can I get you? And I'm like, water. And he goes, okay. So then he looks in one place, and then he looks in another place. And then he opens the door next to him and looks in there. And then he looks in like the back room. Then he gets on the phone and calls someone to figure out how to get me my water.
Like he didn't have like a soda sprayer that had water in it?
No, he couldn't. I guess the cups, or I don't know what. I figured just put it in the fucking glass. He finally found a plastic cup and then sprayed water in it and gave it to me. And I was like, I thought he was looking for bottled water. And I was like, I'll be damned if I pay money for water.
Because God knows it'd be
after everything.
Because God knows it'd be like $4.87 a bottle.
I would be like, I think I need a free water to wash down that old food.
Yeah.
But yeah, the man had to call someone to get water, and I was literally just when you're just laughing at the bar because I was just like, this can't be real anymore. Like the game itself, incredible. The service.
So what you're saying is the next time we play Whirlyball, we need to seek out an alternate location for it.
Yeah, there's also locations in maybe Schaumburg, definitely Chicago, and then Colorado.
Colorado?
So, I think so.
I think let's go ahead and just drive out to Colorado.
6-hour drive, so that'll be fine.
Is it only 6 hours?
Yeah.
That can't be right.
Colorado?
Takes me 10 hours.
Denver, Colorado?
Takes me 10 hours to get to Kansas.
Yeah, that's not Colorado.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is...
You're just making things up.
No, it used to take me a 10-hour drive to get to Kansas. It takes 5 hours to get to Minneapolis. So you're saying it takes...
these are different directions.
It takes 1 more hour than the drive to Minneapolis to get to Denver, Colorado?
Do you know where Denver is?
Yeah, I know where Colorado's at. Like, don't make me point at a map right now. But...
Oh, yeah, we're over the maps. That will never happen
Yeah, we
again.
can't do the map thing ever again.
I'm not stupid.
I'm not
also,
stupid either,
I have
but it
no
just
idea
doesn't
how
seem
long
right.
it takes to get to Denver, Colorado.
I was going to say thank you for admitting that. I was like... You threw that number. Because if it only took 6 hours, I'd say, like, shit, let's do a dad trip to Colorado.
Is you throw out something quickly and people believe you because you said it too quick. That's all I do. Yeah. All of my lies are just very fast.
Well, I mean, everybody knows that. Everybody knows that statistics are just made up facts. 76% of people know that.
Yeah, if you listen to the early episodes, you would remember we threw that statistic around a lot. Mm-hmm. I want to get into a submission that has boggled my mind.
Is this about the jerking off to memories?
No, we'll get to that in a moment. We do have clarification on the memory
Thank God.
But no, we had this came in after I put it out that we are giving away this wonderful t-shirt for submission. So remember to submit at dapperdadspodcast.com, dapperdadspodcast@gmail.com, 4027dapper, or any of our social media.
Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah, this came in as a Twitter DM from close friend of the podcast, Jay Heat, we'll call him. And
Jay Heat, fuck this t-shirt up.
And I had tweeted about the shirt giveaway, and then this came in at night, and I just want to read it to you and get your take on it.
Okay, let's go ahead and read it to me in your sexiest voice.
I'm not going to do that.
I'm kidding. It's your normal voice.
We can't have boners right now.
I've already got a raging gummy worm going.
I got to pee too bad to have a boner.
That's where all your nervous energy is coming from.
The pee?
Yeah.
Or the boner?
Both.
The pee boner?
If you think about sex when you have to pee really bad.
You've said that, but it doesn't help.
Works for me.
Well, you're always thinking about sex.
You ain't fucking lying.
I've heard recently that if you do like a math problem in your head when you have a shy bladder in front of people at the bathroom, you'll be able to pee. I try it, but then my math problems that I come up with in my head are too simple because I'm stupid.
2 + 2 is 5. Fuck.
Yeah. And it's just me at the urinal not being able to pee and thinking people notice it and then being like, fuck. God damn it. 6? No, fuck.
Everyone's just going to think you have Tourette's.
I mean, there's an argument to be made.
There's an argument
to be made. Anyway, this submission simply says, the Dapper diapers or just the diapers? Because we're the kids listening to the dads, ? The Dappers or the Dap ones who listen to the dads? I
think that maybe, and call me crazy here, but hearing this off the bat, maybe this is a submission about what to call the Dapper cult.
I also thought that, but also weird. The Dapper diapers or just the diapers? Because we're the kids listening to the dads?
So
the Dappers or the Dap ones who listen to the dads?
The Dap diapers?
Yeah,
the Dapped up diapers?
I got this and I was just like, what the fuck is going on? I didn't know if he was drunk. It's plausible.
Yeah.
But
I don't want to... I mean, we appreciate your submission, but I don't really think I want to call things in my cult like kids or involving diapers and shit like that.
Yeah, what was the kid cult? There's one that has like kids in the
what did Ted send us? He replied to us on Twitter about what we should be calling the cult.
That was, I have it right here as well. It's the Dapper Dad's Doctrine.
That's not a bad idea. 3D is what you call it. 3D, the Dapper Dad's Doctrine.
It's definitely got to be 3D would be like the encompassing term. I feel like
Dapper Dad's diaper just sounds
I don't know.
like a product we should be selling online.
Well, yeah.
If you riddle me this, my fair listeners, if the Dapper Dads were to put out a line of child products like onesies, diapers, condoms to help prevent children, would you buy them?
Condoms for the children.
Condoms for pretty much anybody that would fucking use them, pretty much.
I would like to see a pacifier with the Dapper Dad's mouth on it.
I would like to see a onesie. I would like to see a set of onesies that say like Drama is my dad and like Slim is my dad.
I would like to see coveralls that don't quite cover all.
I would like to see...
Not on children, though.
Boing. I would... Poor old Skeeter's going up to heaven, Mr. Terwilliger. Coveralls that don't quite cover all. God, that's a good fucking episode.
Isn't Kelsey Grammer like a nightmare person? Isn't he like a fucking crazy drunk, gropey like monster?
I haven't heard anything about grope. I haven't heard anything about this.
I've heard that he's like crazy drunk.
I've heard he has an anger
problem.
I heard he's got like that Alec Baldwin level of anger, so it's possible that he has.
Like all celebrities.
Yeah, like
good level. I want to be like a Christian Bale on the set when he's just screaming at people.
In character at people.
Yeah. I hope you fucking die.
Fun fact about Christian Bale, when he did American Psycho, which is one of my favorite fucking movies of all time, he stayed in character the entire time he was doing it.
He's just killing all those people.
Well, no, and when they wrapped up, he started talking in his British accent because he's a Brit, and people thought he was doing an accent for a movie that he was going to be doing, and he's like, no, this is how I talk.
Yeah, it's always weird when you hear like British people who do American accents and shit.
I remember the first two actors I ever had that happen with were Hugh Laurie, because I was a big House fan when I was a kid.
Huey Lewis in the News.
Yeah.
He has a huge dick.
Huey Lewis?
We've already been over this. Yeah.
Have we?
Maybe.
Huey Lewis has a big dick?
Well, now I feel like maybe we haven't been over it.
How'd you find this out?
VH1 when I was a kid.
They just talked about how big his dick is?
Yeah, apparently it's a well-known fact that he has a huge dick. Someone said he... I
guess it is hip to be square.
It was like a joke where they said he could throw his dick over like a bridge and he would tell you how cold the water is. That's
inaccurate. There's no way.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
It's got to be. It's got to be like one of those bridges that's like right on, like a bridge over troubled water type of close.
I mean, I don't know. Someone send us pictures of Huey Lewis's
I think on the Patreon we should do a cover of Bridge Over Troubled Water, like the. Oh no, we should do the Dolly Parton, Kenny Rogers, Islands in the Stream. We should do that one together.
I do love Kenny Rogers,
Islands
which surprises people apparently.
No, Kenny Rogers is fucking good.
Shout out Kenny.
What's that one psychedelic song?
Oh, Dr. Ruth isn't dead.
Yeah, we needed to throw that out. Two things we wanted to clarify this episode. Evel Knievel lost his head. Yeah, and
that's also not true.
Aw, look at you throwing out the facts I can't fact check right away. God damn it.
See, I said if you say something fast
You're not fucking wrong. Oh, you piece of shit.
You just got to sell it.
Fuck you goddamn.
Really good at lying.
Fuck you goddamn fucker.
But yeah, Dr. Ruth, very alive. Her Twitter is popping, so follow her. She talks briefly on sex.
How old is she now?
I'll pop a quick
102.
Pop a quick Google. I'm gonna say 92.
I'm gonna say at least late 80s, early 90s, because she was old as shit when she was doing the TV show stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to Dr. Ruth. If there's somebody listening to this who can get us in touch with Dr. Ruth. She died while we were recording the show. It's like, oh shit. We did this. We did this with our brains.
No, I read it says her birthday is June 4th, 1928, and I read it as June 4th, 1982, and I was like, holy shit, she looks like
she's
garbage.
90.
Yeah, she's 90. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So we were
not
close.
bad, but
yeah.
Sweet. We want
Ruth
to
Westheimer? Full government.
We want to apologize to anybody we offended by saying that Dr. Ruth is dead.
It would have been bad if she would have died before we were.
Oh my god, we would have. I would have been like, we did this with our brains. We have to cancel the show.
I'm on her Twitter now. I want to pop a question that she threw out there, which is a fun one. Which do you think is harder to do? Stifle a yawn, keep a secret, or stop yourself from having an orgasm when you're close?
Ooh.
That's a submission directly from Dr. Ruth to us. Thank you, Dr. Ruth.
Thank you, Dr. Ruth. We appreciate your interest in the Dapper Dads brand. And
Ruth Westheimer.
Okay, what is the three again? I'm a little tipsy.
Stifle a yawn.
Okay.
Keep a secret.
Okay.
Stop yourself from having an orgasm when you're close.
Well, I believe in America's 100% no snitch policy, so secret is out. I'm a fan of edging myself, so I don't know if this is a fair question.
No.
What?
Stop edging.
It's a great orgasm. Are you kidding me? You just get real close like 6-7 times, then you just fucking
I don't like to deny myself the pleasure. I have fine orgasms.
I have fine orgasms too, but every now
celery. Take iron pills.
I mean, I do, but
it'll be bigger.
There's just sometimes
squirt lotion in your cock hole.
I can't get behind that.
Right. The tip of the lotion thing is perfect for inserting it into the head of your penis.
What kind of lotion are you using?
I don't remember the brand, but it is
unscented.
No, it's gently scented. It's light scent.
Light scent. Because I feel like any type of
gray bottle, red.
I feel like any type of perfume or additive would make it burn.
No, the more perfume, the better.
So you're telling me if I go home tonight and crank lotion into the tip of my dick, it's not gonna burn? Nope. I can see that smile behind your eyes. My dick's gonna burn, and I'm not gonna do it.
Smiling thinking about your dick. You know how it is.
Oh well, thank you very much. I wish I could fucking believe you, you filthy liar.
It's so cute.
Don't describe my dick. I don't want my dick described as cute per se. Handsome, I would take.
Cute. We've been over this. We've been over everything.
A handsome hog, I would like to be. The next girl I want to fuck, I want her to look at my dick and be like, "That's a handsome hog."
It won't happen. God, she's old. She's so fucking old.
Yeah,
oh
she's
my
90.
God, and she's tiny. here she is with. Is that a Kardashian? Look at that little.
I can't even tell.
Look at that little old woman.
I want to see a picture of her next to Shaq. That's what I want to see. Just with those big hands, Dr. Ruth.
He just grabs her old titties.
I saw that video of Shaq doing the one chip challenge this week, where it's like that ghost pepper chip or whatever. Because he said that he could eat it without making a face. And he ended up running off the stage and ripping his suit coat off. And he's like, "Where's the milk?"
Jesus Christ.
It's a hot chip, apparently.
I prefer Shaq's work in the general commercials.
I prefer Shaq's work in Shazam.
That doesn't exist.
Yes. No, you're thinking of the...
Sinbad.
Yeah, you're thinking of Sinbad, which absolutely...
Which does exist.
Yeah, I've seen a VHS copy of it at a Goodwill. It absolutely exists.
Yeah, it was sitting right next to the Bernstein Bears.
Yeah, also... Oh, God.
That one is the one that fucks with me
That
the most,
fucks with me
I
a
remember
lot,
that
because
I know that it's real.
The Bernstein Bears get racist with their new neighbors. I remember that book.
We just are on an alternate parallel timeline.
I figured out something weird because...
You're figuring out...
Yeah, I'm...
Sorry.
I
have to pee.
No, so I...
Should I pee in a can while you're talking?
If you want to, I'm not going to judge you.
Just blur it out of the video.
Just a very small blur.
Just put your face over it.
That face on the t-shirt. Yeah. We should use that. You should put that on a playing card like we did with Kurt's face.
Yeah, I have those cards in the car.
Do you?
Yeah.
We should play
Circle of Death.
Yeah, we should. Oh,
you want to fucking die?
Yeah, I want to fucking die.
I altered the cards. Someone has to die.
Okay.
I'm sick of the bullshit. You know,
yeah,
Circle of Death.
Kind of
like
we're
all alive.
Kind of like Dungeons and Dragons
sick
back in the
living.
Day, where your character died and you had to kill yourself.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear about that?
I don't even need this right now.
Okay, that's fair.
What we do have is a submission with some clarification about jerking off to memory.
Yeah, so if you listen to our last episode 68, not the Niner, we got a submission from a fan, and he had asked us about if it was wrong to jerk it to a memory of a
sex you had with the previous
of sex you had with a previous partner, which we had some issues with because
you got to go listen to it. We're not gonna give away the sauce.
Yeah,
go listen to 68.
Yeah, well,
it's out there. It's
I'll give away the sauce in person.
Yes, we have jars of
I'm
sauce.
Dripping.
But yeah, the clarification here. It starts off saying usually XNXX.
Hell yeah, my fucking guy knows what's up. Let's fucking go, boys.
I can't stand behind it, but it says then my phone died, so I started collating. I don't know if that's right.
Collating?
I'm assuming maybe collecting.
Collusion? Are you colluding with someone?
I was colluding some memories together, and then I was like, shit, does this cross the line of respect if I think of old memories versus randoms or spank bank material? But when it started, it was not something I was sure I could even do. But yeah, so I might have a superpower. Fuck it. So yeah, basically, which this did spark memory. I don't remember, it was a little bit ago, I had like a 3% battery in the phone, but I had to go for it.
There's sometimes where in the moment you just got to go for it.
I got into that video and I was trying to find a good spot and I was working my magic and my fucking phone died. Oof. And then what are you gonna do? You just done with it? And I think
it's never a satisfying orgasm.
I think I just aggressively beat it.
Yeah, that's what you got to do because you're angry that the phone died.
And I could I have a photograph memory. I could see what I was just watching. I was just
photographic memory. What was I wearing 8 months ago to the day?
What is it? November 23rd. I want to say. What if I fucking killed it?
If you kill, first of all,
I want to say that Christmas sweater, and then we went to Applebee's.
8 months ago?
Oh, 8 months ago?
Yeah,
I thought you said a year ago.
No, 8 months ago. But odds are you would be. No, that's not even close because we did that closer to Christmas because when we went to Tiger Tail, the guy was like, "You should have worn that in here tomorrow. We're having the ugly sweater party. You coming
then
back?"
You beat the shit out of that guy, and we can't go back.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know.
Shout out Tiger Tail.
I know a girl that's moving back in town in February, and she keeps posting on Facebook. She's like, "I'll be dancing at Tiger Tails."
Oh, she's already got it lined up.
Oh yeah, she's got it lined up where she's going to dance. I'm thinking I might go support her just for the fuck of it.
Only going back if Batman's there.
Thicker than a Snicker.
Batwoman? I don't know.
Well, I mean, how are you gonna know unless you go?
You got me there. $3, the best cover ever.
Literally so fucking beautiful. Drinks are ridiculously pricey, and then you gotta.
What do you expect?
I mean, I figured.
But you get to put the bottle in a girl.
I don't think that's accurate at all.
Maybe I was somewhere else.
We should have gone for my birthday, so I could have got one of them belly jiggling dances.
Oh yeah, where they beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, where they literally beat the shit out of you with your ass.
God, we should have.
Next year?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you live. Clarification 2, Slim, getting a clever pick or something that you could come at Then that ended up.
What type of weird fucking terminology do you have? Where listen. I don't Where's he from?
I don't remember.
Some northeastern
Denver,
state.
Colorado. 6 hours.
He is not. If you're 6 hours away, we'll come play Whirlyball with you. But
meet us halfway. 3 hours.
Yeah,
we'll meet in a weird town that no one likes.
We'll do our own Whirlyball game with our cars in a vacant lot somewhere.
I don't see a problem with that.
I don't see a problem with that at all.
Yeah. What is the insurance? How does the insurance play with that?
I
don't have.
You call them. Yeah, me either. You call them and you say a bunch of kids fucked up my car.
Yeah.
A bunch of kids just rammed it while it was sitting there parked in a vacant lot.
That could work.
What's with maybe it's a northeastern thing, man, but your terminology when it comes to sex.
Come at. That's incredible.
Come at has a very hard implication.
No, I like
it's
that.
a very hard implication.
I'm thinking you point at something, you're like, that's not something you could come at. I like that. We're gonna incorporate that.
But like if you're talking
something you couldn't shake a stick at. That's what I'm gonna start
doing.
doing.
But if you're talking about just cranking it in general, you're not jacking at something.
Way too much into this.
I do think way too much into it. I appreciate the art of sex, and I am not going to sit here and use a bunch of loose-handed terms.
On episode 69?
Damn right on episode 69. I'm going to start
saying that's something you couldn't come at. I can't come at that.
I
can't come at that.
Could this be a saying like we had back in the day, like frock a gander and shit like that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you're like, no.
I just don't see it as I just don't see it. No, I don't believe I'll be coming at anything today, Reginald.
Well, yeah, that's true for you.
Anyway. Unless it's at a New York strip in that girl's fridge.
Unless it's at a New York strip club. Anyway, the picture that ended up being an elbow is not like getting a Little Caesars pie and having it be shoelaces. It's more like getting a Little Caesars pie, eating it, feeling full, then finding out it was a frozen DiGiorno pizza. Like, this isn't what I wanted, but it worked. Is it a ripoff? Then he said, great episode, and we didn't hurt his feelings.
Wouldn't you know the taste of a DiGiorno versus a Little Caesars, though?
Yeah, but it depends how often you eat Little Caesars. Also, he says pie, so yeah, this must be just
He's from the Northeast, of course they say pie.
Yeah, I've never said pie.
I don't think
pie? I have a shirt that says pie till I die with a skeleton eating a pizza. I just like beautiful. The shirt, but I don't say pie.
I just call it a pizza. I don't think I've ever called it a pie in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, could I get I don't call Little Caesars, and I'm like, could I get a sausage pie, a pepperoni pie?
You don't call Little Caesars. They're not going to answer.
Yeah,
they don't give a fuck about you.
No, they don't give a shit about you.
They would watch you die in line.
Yeah.
Because the pizza's not hot or ready.
No.
That guy came, I was in one time.
Is it good? It's hot and ready.
I was in one time. Long line guy came in with his shirt off. He goes, "What? They're not hot or ready?" And someone in the back goes, "Get out! You don't have a shirt on." He goes, "Well, fuck this anyway." That was just an afternoon at Little Caesars.
That's a Tuesday afternoon at Little Caesars. Nothing.
That's about what Matt the God's done at a Little Caesars.
I saw Matt the God's do something. I saw him through the window of a Little Caesars.
Another one. 2 other ones.
You've seen him like
3 Little Caesars incidents.
Takes 3 Little Caesars.
One was wild.
Regale me. Tell me.
I don't want to say it on here. That's not my business.
That's fair.
I'll tell you in private.
Let's see if we can get Matt the God on the show to tell us about every experience of at
he'll just go.
Oh, I would love to hear it.
Go for hours. Little Caesars stories.
Yeah, Justin, not even
that's the thing.
Not even pie shops, just fucking pizzas.
Just won't stop fucking going to the places that drive him crazy.
Yeah.
Because especially out here, there's some locations with like fast food and shit that are they're done. They're done.
You don't
burn them. Throw them away.
Top one I can think off the top of my head, you don't go to anything over on Auburn Street and expect good service.
I love that Beefaroo.
That Beefaroo had their windows busted open. They also had some cars busted open in the parking lot.
Well, yeah, don't sit at the Beefaroo and eat.
Get
your food and go.
And then the same gentleman.
That Beefaroo gave me a dog treat because Nellie was in the car with me.
That's fantastic. Yeah, that's what I call service.
One of my favorite Beefaroos.
We give out dog treats at my job if you have your dog in your car.
I will bring the dog into the building and let it loose.
I would love
that. And by a dog, I mean not my dog, a very vicious one.
By a dog, you mean you butt naked with a dog collar on?
Yeah, with a New York strip in my mouth.
You just run up, start licking my face.
Yeah.
This is just like, get down, boy. I'll get you a treat if you're good.
He's my owner.
Want me to rub your belly? Weird. I'll rub your belly. You show me that belly. Show me that belly. And you're just laying there kicking your leg in the middle of the floor.
Just pissing everywhere because I'm excited.
My boss is just like, I see why I shouldn't have hired you now.
He's actually like, this is fine. This isn't the first time this has happened.
It's a she, which would make it even better because she's like,
bring your dog. Yeah, women are bosses. Okay.
She's like, bring your dog in anytime. He's lovely.
Yeah, she tries to.
I just walk in with you on a leash one day. I'm like, I've been trying to train him. He's acting better these days. Drama, sit.
I still jump up on her.
Drama, speak.
I pee. I just have a boner, like the red lipstick.
Just peeing
I have
everywhere.
a dog dick.
Just
It's the first time you see it. I'm like, it's a dog dick.
I'm like really shocked. I'm like, holy God, okay.
Look at that.
Oh boy, put that thing away. Come on, that's not good. No, I start spraying you with a squirt bottle. We don't do that here. These are nice people.
I mean,
stop humping the furniture.
At least there would be some interaction.
Start fucking the chairs we have in the lobby.
What would you do?
Do
they train you for that?
If someone comes in,
covered that?
Listen, I've been doing nonstop training for 3 weeks now.
And
not once have they talked to me about if somebody comes in and they start fucking the furniture. Mainly because I don't feel like the furniture around there is very fuckable. A lot of desks, a lot of counters.
Oh no, I'll slam my dick in a drawer, and I'll come from it.
I
could come at that. I could come at that.
I will come at that.
I'll
come at that.
That's the sign of a bad business. They're not prepared for situations.
So now I have to go to my boss on Monday and be like, listen, so I did some freelancing this weekend, and it came to my attention that maybe
we don't have any
maybe I haven't gotten
in
deeper into the training at all, but you really seem like you know what you're talking about. So is there going to be any training coming up about what to do if a customer comes in with their dog, and by dog I mean my dog, and my dog comes in and starts fucking the furniture around here?
And by my dog I mean my fully adult male friend.
By my dog, I mean my brother, and by my brother, I mean my dad, and by my dad, I mean my fully grown best friend that I have. What do I do in the event that I'm in my office and I look and I see my friend come in butt naked with his Red Rocket and just start rubbing up on all the furniture around here, and he slams his dick into a drawer and he comes from it? What do I do with that?
And she's just like, that's in the back of the manual.
She's like, well, actually, if you flip to page 66 of your training, you'll take a look. We actually have a very specified section about this. This was a epidemic we had back in 2002 where people kept bringing their.
It was still me.
It's you. How old were you in 2002? 12? 13?
No, I would have been like 19.
Your age on the show, just the math just horrifies me.
Someone tell me how old I am. The people don't know. No, you don't tell me because you know.
Yeah.
Someone let's submit how old I am, because I am an enigma. If you look at me, I could be 16, but I could also be 33.
Fun facts about Drama's age. He took Dr. Ruth to prom.
But she was still old.
She was still old.
She's still old. She's not 90.
He was also there for Watergate. Like, he was there with Nixon during Watergate.
Yeah.
He was also there when Elvis met Nixon and told him that he wanted to destroy all the hippies in this country, and he wanted a badge allowing him to do so.
And I was also 10 in 83. So
10 in 83, but then he was 19 in 02.
Yeah.
So if you can figure out the math here, we will give you something. We'll mail you something.
We'll give you something. We'll keep it fast and loose, like my age, like my literal age. No one knows how old I am.
No, you're ageless. You're timeless.
I am timeless.
Baby, you're classic.
I don't like that one.
You're classy, not classic.
I'm not classy. When was the last time you seen me be classy?
I've seen pictures of you in a dress shirt.
Yeah. Were you there though?
I don't think I've ever been around you in a dress shirt.
Thank you.
I would like it if we could go to an event where we all dress up.
Like what?
I don't know.
Orgy?
Strip club.
I mean, they probably would pay more attention because we look more wealthy.
So what you're saying is next time we go to Tiger Tail, dress up in some, I would say, rented suits.
Okay.
Rented tuxedos. Tuxedos and go to Tiger Tail. So February, let's go ahead and plan this.
Okay.
Go to Men's Warehouse, get some rented tuxes. But I want cummerbunds. Like, I definitely want.
Oh, I'll come.
Cummerbunds or vests?
I like a vest.
I like a good vest. Suspenders underneath?
Maybe.
I like a good set of
strip
suspenders.
Club. How do I get my pants off?
Well, it's even easier
in the parking lot before we even get in.
You just take the
to rub that one out before you get in.
You just undo your zipper to crank it out. Then
I have to pee so bad.
Right now?
Yeah. Well, for like the last 30 minutes.
Do a math problem.
No, it's not gonna help. My math is bad.
I'm
gonna
about
go
sex.
pee in the sink. You keep this going.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and
Tiger Tail.
What can I say about Tiger Tail that I haven't said on the show before?
God damn it.
What the fuck are you even doing? This show's getting loose and wild. So, the Tiger Tails. Okay, so what I'm saying is we get, so now the drama's not here to intervene on anything that I'm going to say. This is when we're going to talk about all the Dapper Dad secrets that we have on the show. Young Kurd sniffs all of his junk mail, and by sniffs his junk mail, he doesn't even open it. He likes to gently peel up the glued edge around it and give it a good hard sniff, maybe a little lick. He especially likes it when people lick their envelopes and seal them. Matt the God keeps all of his Game Boy DS games inside a Wonder Bread bag and dumps them all out on the table so that he can peruse through them and play them. Drama, if you didn't know this, likes to mix ketchup and mustard together, and he calls it drama sauce. And I am a perfect angel who 100% doesn't do anything wrong. And if you would like to dispute that fact, go ahead and email us or call 402-7-DAPPER. That's 402-732. And I will attest any horrible thing that you have to say about me. And also, if you'd like to get the exact measurement for drama sauce, just go ahead and let us know. And we can let you know for sure what the exact measurement is and the type of container that he mixes it up in.
Don't tell anyone I did that.
Oh, what? How you announced that you were going to pee in the sink and then went and did it?
Yeah, but just don't tell people.
Like people here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll keep it between us. I love you.
that was a lot of pee, and I feel so relieved.
You did it very quickly, I imagine, with your ultra forceful stream.
And I got it right in the sink.
Right. Oh, isn't that the greatest feeling in the entire
but then,
world?
Real tall sink, so the trickle.
Tippy toes?
No, it's perfect dick. Like I didn't put it on.
Per usual. When have we ever not had perfect dick?
I mean, some women will.
Do we have time to get into it?
It's a Patreon. Next Patreon is just women that we haven't pleasured. What do you think? How many Patreon episodes would it be?
7.
7 hours?
Yeah.
Okay.
7 hours of women that I haven't pleasured.
And they're
correctly.
each only saying 5-minute stories.
Yeah, I'm thinking 3 quick ones, but just constantly. Okay, 3 quick ones, 3 more quick ones, 3 more quick ones. We're just listing full government names, addresses, phone numbers.
No, I like to think it's them telling the story.
Oh, if we could get women that we haven't pleasured on the show, that is worth $5 a month. I don't think I can either, because I do this thing where I just make women fucking hate me for some reason.
Oh yeah, and I understand it now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's to understand?
The longer I've been around you, like I can see it.
Lay it down on me. What's
No, this is far too personal.
You lay it down on me later after a couple of beers?
Oh, I'll lay it down.
Yeah, you're
I
gonna
come at that.
Yeah, you come at that?
Come at that. Yeah, let's get drunk and real emotional, and I'll tell you all the bad things you do.
I wouldn't mind. I like improving myself.
Oh, I beg to differ.
It takes time. You know,
this is just the end where I'm just like,
I'm an old dog.
Speaking of old dogs, call 402-7-DAPPER if Slim hasn't pleasured you sexually, and let us know how it went. It's just sad penis.
He ate all my New York strips the day of my dad's funeral.
Blood everywhere.
And not from the steaks.
Made my brother die.
So I had to go buy more steaks.
Yeah. He came back and ate them. A wild pack of dogs ate the steaks for my brother's funeral weeks after my dad died.
Yeah, Slim just
Dual funeral.
Slim came
really worked out well.
Slim came into my back door, and I'm not talking anal sex. He just came in with a pack of wild dogs. Can you imagine me, you and me, butt naked, running with a pack of wild dogs, just running into people's houses?
Yeah.
Just to eat food, ripping shit out of the... Yeah, looking real... just real crazy and white.
Covered in blood and
shit and piss and cum and puke.
We're still fighting wolves too.
Yeah. I like to think it's a menage of dogs. So we got like a German Shepherd, a real mangy looking mutt, a Chihuahua is there running with us, a rat terrier. I just want a crazy like pack of dogs.
Everybody wants a crazy pack of dogs.
Someone get us a pack of dapper dogs that we can run with.
Yeah.
We got Lawyer Dog, but he's too good to run with. He do you know how much that's why you need to subscribe to the Patreon. Do you know how much it costs to get a fitted dog suit? Armani dog suit.
How do the pants work? Like this or like this?
I think it depends on what he's feeling that day. Because you know how they say like back in the day, Trump used to wear like a red hat on the golf course when he was feeling good and a blue hat when he was mad about something, so people knew when to talk to him. It's like that when he's doing pants on all fours. He's having a good day. You can go up to Lawyer Dog, get some top Lawyer Dog advice, buy you a drink at the bar. If he's wearing the people pants, stay the fuck out of his way.
I mean, it's a good rule of thumb.
One time when me and my sister were kids, we put people clothes on our big dog that we had, and it was hilarious because
it's always fun.
Because I put my jeans and a t-shirt on him, and then I tucked
big jeans.
Well, of course they're big jeans. Have you met me?
The biggest.
Put big jeans on him with a belt with a t-shirt tucked in, and he just looked ridiculous, just walking around in those fucking people clothes.
This episode has fallen off really hard.
Yeah, I think it's.
Or maybe it was never good. Episode 69, the one people I think were looking forward
hoping would be something
when we started
crazy.
I was like, yeah, the milestones are like 1 and then like 10 just because that felt good, and then like the year episode 69 and then like 100, and we've squandered all of them, honestly.
Yeah, we squander everything that's given to us. If you really want to get down to if you want to get into things we'll come at, we squandered everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of my life trajectory is to squander everything.
Trajectory is just things that you come at.
Sure. Should we leave it at that?
Yeah, trajectory is just things that you come at. Make sure that you've listened to this. You get your submissions in, so we can give away this beautiful shirt with my face on it. Definitely looks like I had a wet dream in it.
I had a wet dream in the shirt, but I never went to sleep in it.
That's fair.
So figure it out. The only way to figure it out is to win it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have wet dreams. You have wet dreams?
Not.
I've never had a wet dream, actually.
I had a really crazy sex dream a couple of weeks ago, and I woke up with the hardest dick I've had in months.
Well, yeah, we all wake up with hard dicks.
No, I'm talking this was like scary because like I'm a stomach sleeper, and like I woke up on my back.
Yeah. It just flipped you over. I know.
Yeah,
it happened to me this morning.
I'm just
this morning. Your boner woke me up because it was so hard.
As it usually does. Because we tend to get boners at the same time. We have that mental link going on. So when I can't get a boner, I like call you. I'm like, listen, man, I'm gonna need you to crank it right now. Do you understand me?
In church.
I ate all the steaks in the fridge.
All right.
And now I need you to whip one out for me. Okay.
Oh, you with the wolves?
You're damn right. I'm with the wolves.
Tell Tommy I said what's up.
Lawyer dog is here and he's got his people pants on.
Oh, fuck! I should have been there.
You should be here. He's on the phone just.
I've never had a wet dream.
Ever?
No. Are we talking like full loads? What constitutes a wet dream? I've had like, you wake up and there's a little bit of pre in there, and sometimes you wear like black boxers and it has dried around the head of your dick with a little bit of
I had a wet dream when I was a teenager, but I can't say I've had one as an adult. I've never had full
one.
out.
I've also never had blue balls.
Yeah, I've never had blue balls in my life.
Yeah, so what the fuck? These are like the two things that you think are gonna like
happen to you a lot.
Yeah, especially when you're like younger.
I've gotten to the point where like I haven't cranked it and like haven't came in a little bit, and I'm like I need to get this out.
Yeah,
but that's not blue balls.
Like, my balls aren't blue and they don't hurt.
They're not swollen. Like my nuts have never hurt.
My nuts are always swollen.
Maybe I empty them regularly enough that it just can't happen.
I would think that too, but sometimes I don't. I don't know. Yeah.
Trajectory is just things that you come at.
Yeah, but that too, but also submit if you've had wet dreams and blue balls, because I don't think it's real now.
Yeah, give us some
just
good
like
submissions so you can win.
Fake.
Alcohol poisoning's fake. The government's fake. Lawyer dog is real. Trajectory is just things that you come at. Win a fucking Dapper Dad shirt. Be your best.